Have you ever wondered how Black people got so far with peaceful marches and getting arrested all the time? Or did they make a big change? I'm David, and I'm going to tell you all about my research. Most southern states made laws that made Black people separated from white people, like preventing them from voting, making them go to different restaurants, bathrooms, schools, and transportation. These laws were called the Jim Crow laws. Since they were treated so unfairly, they headed to the South for more freedom. African Americans were different now. They had never been enslaved and they had more education. These new African Americans fought against their unfair rights. African American leaders like W.E.B. Du Bois and Ida B. Well also started protesting against the laws. The Jim Crow laws were banned later on. Segregation didn't end there. In 1955, Rosa Parks was arrested for not giving her seat to a white man. This brought the Montgomery Bus Boycott and led Dr. Martin Luther King to lead some nonviolent protests. Rosa Parks' small thing created a big change and even sparked a boycott, the Montgomery Bus Boycott. It was one of the major events of civil rights protesting. Most whites hated the boycott. Black taxis lowered their ride fees since they needed more people, but they didn't get any more. No one rode black taxis or the bus for a year. Other major nonviolent protests include the Greensboro sit-in in 1960, where African American students refused to wait after rejected service, and the Freedom Riders in 1961, where African Americans protested against segregation by black and white buses. In 1964, the 24th Amendment banned the use of poll taxes, literacy tests, and other laws that blocked African Americans from voting. In 1965, the Voting Rights Act directed the Attorney General to enforce the rights to vote for African Americans. African American nonviolent protests made a big change in everyone's mind, as you can see. Most jails got filled to the brim with African Americans, but the majority won. They never stopped.